Hi, this is AM Live, and I'm here with some incorrigible drama people here.
We're incorrigible.
This is Giles Turner, but of course there's no introduction necessary. Jonathan
Svec
and
Scott Colman.
Colman, yes. Scott's a friend, and I forgot his name for just one brief little second.
It's okay.
I'm just so
Happens to me all the
distracted
time.
with all the
Happens
stuff
to
going
me
on
all
here
the
this
time.
morning. And I know you're awesome with improv. We're going to find out more about that. But tell us about the Junior High Drama Club.
Heather, the Junior High Drama Club consists of students from Jackson Junior High and Ione Junior High, and they come to Amador Thursday after school and have fun through the school year. In the fall, doing improvs, late fall, early winter scenes, and in the spring they do a play.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Svec is one of the student leaders, interns,
That's
a high school student involved in instruction of the junior high students.
That's awesome. How are you enjoying that role?
Well, I did it once before last year, and I have to say it is quite the experience. I loved it. Teaching improv, I understand why Mr. Turner is still continuing teaching drama, because it's just such a blast. And
Yeah.
when you see the kids having fun on stage, it's just really fun
Yeah.
and sharing the experience.
So, Scott, did you teach him? Are you kind of mentoring him in this? Because I know this has been a passion of yours for a long time.
Yes, I did professional improv for 7 years back in the 80s,
Yeah.
and started back up again when I started helping out in drama at Amador about 4 years ago. And it's a great way for kids to get more comfortable on stage. They have a blast. They
Express themselves freely and be uninhibited.
they-
Not too uninhibited, because it's school. But
Well, yeah.
Yeah, let's get that straight right off.
Sometimes we have to correct some behavior on stage,
Yeah.
but it helps them develop a real good stage presence.
Yeah.
And besides that, it's just a blast.
Yeah,
And,
that's awesome.
Jonathan was always one of my better students. So.
Yeah. I guess it runs in your family.
I always volunteered.
There you go.
Let's just say every time improv comes around, I volunteer for everything I can.
Do you feel like you've always been, okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it requires someone who's a ham to do well in improv, or do you think that you can teach someone to do well in improv?
I think it's kind of both,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
As my teacher is now nodding, but yeah. Basically, if you're open enough to it,
Yeah.
basically anything can happen on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There
It
are
does,
some,
and usually does.
there are definitely some techniques you teach
Yeah,
them. There's what's called the yes and philosophy, which is you take what somebody gives you and add to it. You try not to block other actors. So there's it's not
Stage
just
etiquette and
yes,
things like that. Yeah.
it's not just get on stage and try to be funny,
Yeah.
because it ends up more competitive
Exactly.
and
Yeah. To
combative.
upstaging each other and all that.
And
yeah.
so you learn the basic philosophies of improv, and then you find yourself more free on stage.
Yeah.
And I've seen people who were basically shy off stage come into an improv environment and just blossom.
Yeah,
that
that's
was me.
great. It's
That
great
was
to
me.
see that.
Yeah.
That's rewarding.
So-
Yeah, that's wonderful. Because being especially junior high, what an awkward time of life, huh? Do you remember that, Giles?
Junior high. Are you suggesting I'm not awkward now as an adult? Junior high. Do you want my life story? I went to a Catholic school, and we were in grammar
Awkward.
school through the 8th grade. And that's why I'm all messed up.
That's right.
Heather, let me say this. At the 2 junior highs next week, students can go to their respective offices and pick up a registration form.
Okay.
And our first meeting is going to be Thursday of the second week of school, which, by the way, is August 21st.
Okay.
At Amador, 3:30 until 5 o'clock. And we meet weekly on Thursday afternoon through the school year.
3:30 to 5 weekly on Thursdays.
That's
okay,
it.
good. And they're going to come and learn how to do improv. Will they learn other aspects of theater, or is it strictly focused on improv?
it doesn't necessarily focus all on improv. It does include scenes and a spring production.
Oh, cool. Good. Excellent.
We haven't chosen one now, but we will pretty soon. Also.
And we should do a little shameless plug for Robin Hood.
Oh,
Yeah?
should we?
Should we? I think we
Um,
should, yes.
Consider it done.
Go ahead.
Well,
It's opening when?
It's opening next week, or rather, yeah, next week, August 15th.
Okay. Volcano Theater.
My dad is the director.
And what part do you play?
I play Will Scarlet from Robin Hood.
Do you wear tights?
Thank goodness, no.
What's the deal?
Do you mean in
I thought you had a
the context
religious
of the
show.
play or just in general?
What?
In the context
Scott
of the
is
play or in
he's
general?
Scott is just being cute.
Men in tights, for Robin Hood, right?
Well,
I mean,
no.
No.
Thank goodness.
yeah.
I would sure love to
tights.
hear about the Jug and Rose.
That too. Speaking of shameless plugs, Heather, the Jug and Rose Amador High Performing Arts, our foot race is Saturday, September 6th in Volcano. And
Okay.
registration forms are all over the county, and people can phone the high school and get more info too.
Okay, great.
Shameless
Awesome.
plugs.
Shameless plug. We got to do that. Good. So Robin Hood runs for what, 5 or 6 weeks?
It runs from August 15th to August 13th, which I don't know how many weeks
September.
is. September
Yeah.
13th.
Because otherwise you have to time travel.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes,
And do a
it's
lot
quite
of-
difficult.
Yeah, he's full of
There's
it.
there's some high school kids that do local theater. I don't encourage it. Why
not?
No, because Heather, kids get overbooked.
Oh,
Kids get
Okay,
overbooked.
I see what you're saying.
And then
Okay.
I have to say things like "I told you so." But then again, when Volcano says, "Can we come and talk to your students about auditioning for our show?" I say, "Yes, but just be careful.
Yeah.
Monitor your time."
all need to be
And Jonathan, for instance, is a great kid, but he's doubling down right now.
And you can't lack or slack on your studies. School's important.
That too. Every once in a
Yes.
while, every
Yes.
once
It's
in a
very
while, kids have to
important.
think of that.
You know.
My dad constantly reminds me,
Well, good. I'm a parent, so all parents say things like
but
that.
as
Yeah.
Mr. Turner said, yes, I am involved in currently 2 productions, and it's been quite hectic.
Yeah.
Sound of Music in musical theater at Amador and Robin Hood at Volcano. It's just,
Yeah.
wow.
So maybe you won't do that again.
Well, it's quite enjoyable. I mean, you get the experience of different actors on stage, and I practically love being on stage with friends.
Okay, so I got to wrap that up. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Giles, one more time for contact information for this junior high club.
267-0108, or
Okay.
the junior high students can go to their offices.
Good, excellent. Okay, thank you guys so much for being on today. It's been fun. It's always fun with drama people.
Heather,
We're going to take a
thank you.
break. We'll be right back.
So-